Elite Series 119 is here.
What's up, guys? The phenomenal AJ Styles, and you're watching Bretto Live.
Just the other day, I got a package from my favorite website of all time, Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com, and inside of the package was WWE Elite Series 119. Now, WWE Elite Series 119 is really special, man. We're seeing this really updated, dirty Dominik Mysterio, which we're going to be unboxing and reviewing in this video, as well as Miss Liv Morgan. This is the first ever Judgment Day Liv Morgan Elite. Believe it or not, we've never seen a Judgment Day Liv, which is crazy to me. It doesn't even sound real when I say that. But yeah, she's coming with the World Women's Championship, which we've only ever seen with a Rhea Ripley that was an Ultimate Edition exclusive to a Raw ring. Pretty exciting how we're seeing another one of those. So we're going to be reviewing both Dom and Liv in this video. And then I will have another video dropping on the channel where we review Braun Breaker, Dexter Lumis, whom I am so excited to review. First member of the Wyatt Six, hitting us here in WWE Elite Series 119. Topping it off with Ego. All Ego Ethan Page. Cannot wait to unbox him. As always, feel free to utilize discount code LIVE at Ringside Collectibles WrestlingFigures.com to save 10% off all your wrestling figure and accessory needs, including WWE Elite Series 119. There is a collector's edition for the series. It's actually going to be John Cena right there in the blue. I believe he's going to be exclusive to Walmart, I believe. But yeah, you're going to have to try to find him in the wild because you can't specifically order that one, unfortunately. But we're going to get into Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan, so let's go. Now, the ultimate question, who to unbox first? I'm thinking we're going to start with Liv Morgan. Dom can wait, bro. Get him out of here. We're starting with Liv. WWE Elite Series 119 commence. We have a beautiful picture of Liv Morgan here on the front of this box. That's Series 119. Liv Morgan. We got the WWE logos. You can see this cardboard here is covering up her shoes, so we can't see what her shoes look like unless we pan it down like that. There's the figure through the big window. It looks like the figure's using TrueFX head scan technology. We got the Elite Collection logo right there. It says it's for ages 8+. Guys, if you want to buy this figure, buy this freaking figure. There is Liv Morgan on the side. It says Elite Collection. Also says Liv over here, certified authentic, whole 9 yards. You can see a couple of Liv's stats right there. Little read up on Liv Morgan and her revenge tour right below her. And then you have the other people out of the series. Once again, John Cena is going to be the collector's edition, I believe exclusive to Walmart, so you can't technically order that figure. And then the chase for the series is Ego. Tim Page is going to have a chase where he's wearing, I believe, gold and black instead of red and black. Enough talk about the rest of the set. It's all about Liv, so let's unbox Liv Morgan. There's our beautiful Judgment Day Liv Morgan, and here are her accessories. We're going to be seeing 2 sets of interchangeable hands and the World Women's Championship. Obviously, this WWE Elite Series 119 Liv Morgan did not come with 2 World Women's Championships, but the one on the bottom here is obviously the Rhea Ripley Ultimate Edition World Women's Championship, and at the top, it is the Liv Morgan one, hence the side plates. That's the main difference. But if you look really closely, bro, the Ultimate Edition one is painted so much better than this Elite Series 119. Like, look, it doesn't even say World Champion in these little plates. It says it on the Ultimate Edition one, though. The Ultimate Edition one is painted so much better. Like, I don't know what happened on this title belt. I'm fine with the Liv side plates minus the little scuffing on the right side plate there. But I mean, dude, the Ultimate Edition one's just painted so much better. You see what I'm saying now? Having them side by side, you could just really see what I'm talking about. Like, the Ultimate Edition one is just painted so much better. And then as far as interchangeable hands, we are seeing 2 sets. We do have a set of microphone holding hands. One is going to be gloved, and then one is just regular skin tone. This one has white nail polish, and this one has black nail polish. So that's kind of interesting. And then for the other set of hands, once again, one is gloved and one is not, and then you have the different type of nail polish there. And both molds are different, man. I believe this mold is actually a Kairi Sane, like, gloved mold hand, and then this one's just a random open hand. And here is Liv Morgan, the WWE Elite Series 119 action figure in hand. Don't mind this blue paint here on my hand. I was doing some body paint the other day, but here is the Liv Morgan Elite Series 119 action figure sporting, yes, a brand new interchangeable head. Now, I got some different opinions on this interchangeable head scan from family members of mine, and they were half and half on it, and so am I. Does it resemble Liv Morgan? Absolutely, but have they done better on Liv Morgan head scans? Me personally, I'm going to say yes. This past Elite Liv Morgan head scan right here, I think this looks absolutely identical to Liv Morgan, but obviously we are going to be seeing the smile here, but I still think it really resembles Liv. It's just not 100% in my personal opinion. She has some really long hair going all the way down to her butt right here. The hair is going to kind of inhibit the articulation. You're not going to be able to like send the head like side to side unless you like lift the hair over the shoulder, but you might risk like breaking the head out lot of its joints, so I don't recommend doing that. Head is going to be a little inhibited with articulation. If you look around her neck, she is going to have like some interesting detail going on, some interesting necklaces there, and her top is specifically made just for Dirty Dom. It's going to have Dirty Dom right there, and then of course we do have a little animated shot of Dirty Dom in the O. This shirt's not actually supposed to be this revealing. It's supposed to go fully across. If you look on the box, the shirt goes all the way up to her neck, so I don't really know why Mattel cut this down right here when they didn't really have to, but I still like the logo on it, Dirty Dom. On her right arm, she is going to have a bunch of different designs going down, these double jointed pinless, yes, pinless elbows, which look really good. And then there's the fully gloved hand here for Liv Morgan, which is pretty solid. And then we do have the other open hand. As far as her left arm, there's nothing going on over here besides the nail polish on the fingernails right there, but obviously we do have the double jointed arms. Articulation on this Liv Morgan's fantastic up top. Diaphragm, double jointed arms, everything's moving really swiftly. I love how this belt is like kind of like a separate piece. You literally just push it down her waist right here. If you want to like lock it in at the bottom, it kind of stays right above her butt there, and then in her front. It's pretty cool. It's just a bunch of like fake metal chains. You could swipe it up, obviously, just to show off the detail on the back. She's got like an interesting, what is that, like a keyhole or something? It reminds me of something straight out of like House of Anubis. If you guys have ever watched House of Anubis on Nickelodeon in like, what, 2011, dude? It's like a classic logo from that TV show right there. As far as leg articulation, man, she's going to be 100% on ball joints, making this figure with some of the best articulation. I swear, this thing is so buttery. She has an interesting little black band here right below her white trunks. These knee pads are actually separate pieces from the kick pads. I like to have mine flush with the boots because it's technically part of the boot, but if you want, you could slide it up to show some skin tone. There's a nice little eye above the top where it's laced up, which is actually sweet. And as far as the boots, these little bands are going to pass these laces. All this is molded on. You could feel all this. It's a brand new mold because, hey, check it out. We got that brand new ankle pivot, baby. Very, very nice Judgment Day Liv Morgan figure. For the first Judgment Day Liv Morgan, I think Mattel delivered. But do I think they need to do an Ultimate Edition Liv Morgan? Absolutely, man. I scoured my entire collection for pretty much, I believe, all my Liv Morgan action figures. Here we have this Elite where she came with a bathrobe. You guys remember when she was doing those really weird segments in like bathrooms? That was so odd. I have no clue what's going on here. Here we have the Riot Squad Elite. I believe this was Target exclusive. Came out a while back. It is in the box. Then we do have the Money in the Bank Liv Morgan right here in the green and the black, which is actually a very unique figure. If you actually look closely on that one, the makeup is dripping down her face because she was crying when she cashed in successfully. And then here's a basic Liv Morgan that I got in a Walmart a while back with pink hair. You know we had to get a couple mommy figures up in here. We have a very recent Mommy Elite right there. And here's the Ultimate Edition that came with the better World Women's Championship. And here's Liv Morgan next to a couple Dominik Mysterios and a couple Finn Balor's and the greatest women's tag team champions of all time. Come on, here's her standing next to Raquel Rodriguez. And the last comparison, we got Damian Priest and JD McDonough. Should you add this Liv Morgan Elite Series 119 action figure to your collection? I'm gonna say yes if you want a Judgment Day Liv Morgan. If you're fine with past Liv Morgan that you have, don't pick it up. If you want a Dirty Dom, Judgment Day style of Liv, if you need the World Women's Championship, I recommend it. Do I have my nitpicky thoughts with this figure? Absolutely. Overall, it's not a bad looking action figure, and it looks pretty good in front of the cam, bro. It looks good in the ring. Jumping into the figure that I'm actually most excited for out of the entire series. Yes, there's going to be a part 2 to WWE Elite Series 119 where we review Braun Breaker, All Ego Ethan Page, and Dexter Lumis, which I'm really excited to do. But once again, Dominik Mysterio, the last one we're having a look at here in this video. Packaging looking really good. Figure looking even better. I can't wait to get out of the box. So without further ado, let's do this. As you can see, I popped his cow jacket on Liv Morgan, recreating their scene backstage. How cool is that? And of course, we get the interchangeable hands down below. Let's have a look at all the official accessories for Dominik Mysterio. Here are all the official accessories for Dirty Dominik Mysterio, coming with this amazing jacket, bro. This cut-off, open-down zipper jacket right here. It's like a cow design, bro, like a purple cow. So if there was such thing as like grape milk, man, this would be the cow that makes it. There's some nice black and white streamers here on the front, a full gold zipper that Dominik can unzip when it's on Liv Morgan. It says DMI for Dominik Mysterio there on the front, and then on the back we do have like a full like rib cage like bone design here on the back, which is really, really cool. There's a whole spine, some like rear delt action going on. Just a really unique jacket, and yeah, it does fit on Liv Morgan, and it is very oversized on her, which is really cool. This is a great accessory. And then for interchangeable hands, we're seeing 2 sets of hands. We're going to be seeing a set of fist interchangeable hands with some really nice tattoo detail, and then over here we do have microphone microphone holding hands, which are very, very nice. And I know I'm gonna get questions if you do line up the fists. It does say Mysterio. Pretty cool. This Dirty Dominik Mysterio could literally be better than the freaking Ultimate Edition. This thing has some of the coolest paint apps I've ever seen on an action figure. Starting first with the head scan, I know we're gonna have mixed thoughts on this head scan down in the comment section down below, so feel free to start the conversation down there. But dude, I actually like it, bro. I'm getting an Eddie Guerrero vibe from it, as we should. Dominik Mysterio resembles Eddie Guerrero heavily nowadays, especially with the hair, man. You can see how the hair is the longest we've ever seen it on Dominik Mysterio. He does have the mustache that everybody wants him to shave. This head scan is 100% removable, so if you're not a fan of this head scan, you can feel free to pop an Ultimate Edition head scan on there. I like it a lot. As far as the torso, there's some crazy detail. Similar how on the entrance jacket, we are seeing the bone design here on the back, but this time it's going to be purple outlined in white. DM for Dominik Mysterio. On the front, we're going to have a whole rib cage design with like the bone structure. So awesome. All of Dominik Mysterio's updated tattoos are going to be on his arms, which are double jointed, and there's no elbow pads or wrist tape covering up the tattoos, so we're going to see everything that Dominik Mysterio has. That's an iconic Dirty Dom tattoo, bro. Just everywhere, dousing his arms. Do you have a big gripe with the figure, though? This, like, shirt thing right here, right? When they used to include these with Dolph Ziggler, they'd always be removable. You'd be able to snap them on and take them off. This should be removable. Do I like it on the figure? Yeah, it doesn't look half bad, but it should be removable. It's a design we've seen before here, the Finn, Damian, Rhea, and Dirty Dom. This exact design was on the R-Truth Judgment Day figure, but this should just be 100% removable. It's literally not removable, bro. I'm being 100% serious. Like, you'd think there'd be like a little buckle on the side, you could take it off. No. As far as under this little dress for Dominik Mysterio, you are gonna have some logos under it. It does say sucio, which is a Spanish word. In English, that means dirty, and then there's a bunch of like bullet holes outlined in silver going around this. There's some nice streamers, which is gonna be going down past the double jointed knee articulation, which it doesn't inhibit it at all. They see where they split it right there, so then it connects. So that's actually really freaking clever right there. And when you lift up the front of the dress, we're gonna have the nice Mysterio logos, and if you look closely on these little dragons, there's red eyes in them, because obviously Dom is evil, man. He's 100% evil. He's Dirty Dominik Mysterio. And it's just gonna be covered up by this shirt, man. It's annoying. This should be removable. As far as the boots, he's gonna have some nice big feet going on. It's gonna say Dom. There's some nice streamers above his boots here, and this is actually a separate piece from the boot, so if you want to move it up or if you want to move it down, you could do so. Articulation is still gonna be here at the boot, and then at the back of the boot, it just says Erio, so it looks like they cut off the Mysterio. Looks like the MYST gonna be up in these streamers, but they're actually not. That's where you'd think they'd be, but they're not, so they just wrote Erio, so it's just the rest of Mysterio. But yeah, the new ankle pivot's pretty nice. It's nice and stiff here at the bottom of this Dominik Mysterio. They used it on the basic that came in the battle pack with R-Truth, but I was 100% fine with it on this one, because, well, first of all, it's a basic, and who really cares? But this one has some crazy detail under it. It's like, oh my gosh, like, I want to be able to see that, you know what I mean? It's gonna be covered up for a lifetime unless you just want to cut it off, which I do not want to do. We have him standing next to the main event showdown 2-pack Dominik Mysterio with a custom shirt, of course, and then to his right, we have the Elite Judgment Day R-Truth. And you know we had to do it. Here's the Elite Series 119, Liv Morgan, standing next to the Elite Series 119, Dirty Dominik Mysterio, the best couple to ever grace us in WWE, and yes, 100% in real life, they are actually a couple. Dominik Mysterio isn't actually married in real life. That's actually the fake relationship. Here's the Ultimate Edition Dominik Mysterio standing next to the Elite Series 119. We got the Ultimate Edition Damian Priest and the Ultimate Edition Chase and regular versions of Finn Balor. Tommy's always on top, right? Here's two Rhea Ripley action figures standing next to Dirty Dom. Dirty Dom, Dirty Dom. The WWE Elite Series 119, Dirty Dominik Mysterio standing next to the top picks Dominik Mysterio. That's the inmate Dominik Mysterio with the flannel, and then to his right, that's the first young Dominik Mysterio Judgment Day figure. Dude, I forgot all about this action figure. You guys remember this first Dominik Mysterio figure when they made him in orange? Look at how tan he is. That's insane. Brand new Elite Series 119, and then this is the Build-A-Figure Custody of Dominik ladder match Dominik Mysterio. Really cool set of comparisons right there. This is like 3 ultra different versions of Dominik Mysterio. I feel like everybody needs this Dom in the collection due to his paint apps, bro. He's got some of the best paint apps in the game, some of the best decals, some of the best logos. This little skirt covering up a lot of the logos, definitely annoying, but I mean, this figure still absolutely knocks it out of the park. Mattel, great job on it, and give us more Dirty Dominik Mysterios, man. Come on, this thing is sick. That is a wrap to the first part of WWE Elite Series 119. Once again, stay tuned for part 2 where we review Braun Breaker, Dexter Lumis, and All Ego Ethan Page. That review's gonna be bomb. It's gonna be dropping very, very soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know if you guys are gonna pick these figures figures up, or if you're going to pass on them, down in the comment section down below. They are available currently at Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com, where Discount Code Live does save 10% off at checkout. And I'll see you guys next time. Bretto Live is out.